The couple haven't even split up.
Yeah, I wish I could say that surprises me, but it seems like the privacy brigade, when they're not begging us to leave them alone, will also do anything for attention. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if she'd shopped a divorce book or a divorce reality show. I'm honestly half surprised she hasn't come out as transgender yet. I guess you just constantly have to reinvent yourself and come up with new reasons for relevancy.
The rumour mill churns, never resting, always hungry for the next big story. Another day, another alleged tell-all book about Meghan Markle hits the shelves, promising shocking revelations and scandalous details. Its author, a supposed insider peddling secrets for profit, claiming to have the inside scoop on Meghan's life. The subject? Meghan's supposed wrongdoings, her audacity, her fall from grace. Every detail is scrutinised, every action questioned. The target audience? Those eager to consume the narrative of a woman brought down, those who thrive on the drama and the downfall of public figures. This time, it's a new set of accusations, a fresh wave of negativity designed to captivate and enrage. But the pattern remains the same. The cycle is predictable, almost mechanical. It's a cycle of judgment, speculation and condemnation, a relentless pursuit of a narrative that sells. And it needs to stop. We've seen this before. We've seen it with other women in the public eye, subjected to the same harsh scrutiny. A woman, successful in her own right, dares to challenge the status quo. She refuses to be confined by societal expectations. She steps outside the lines drawn for her, embracing her individuality and her truth. She falls in love. She builds a life. She speaks her truth. She uses her platform to advocate for causes she believes in. And for this, she is punished. The punishment? Relentless scrutiny, baseless accusations, and a constant barrage of negativity. The media's obsession with tearing her down is a reflection of a larger issue. It's time to break the cycle, to stop feeding the rumour mill, and to let her live her life in peace. The rumour mill thrives on negativity. It's a relentless machine, churning out stories that captivate the public's attention. It feeds on the whispers, the speculation, the outright lies. Every murmur and every glance fuels the fire, creating a narrative that's hard to escape. And when those rumours are disproven, when the truth comes to light, there is no accountability, no apologies. The damage has already been done. The truth, though powerful, often arrives too late. The public has moved on, the headlines have shifted, and the apologies, if they come, are buried deep. Just a quiet shift to the next salacious story. The cycle continues, unbroken and unchallenged. The damage, however, is done. Reputations are tarnished, and public perceptions are altered. The scars remain long after the stories have faded. The seeds of doubt have been sown. They take root in the minds of the public, growing into a forest of skepticism and mistrust. The "I told you so" chorus erupts. They claim vindication, their suspicions confirmed. It's a moment of triumph for those who thrive on negativity. But what have they actually gained? A fleeting moment of satisfaction, a temporary sense of superiority. It's a hollow victory, one that leaves a bitter aftertaste, a sense of superiority over a woman they've never met. This isn't about truth, it's about control. It's about power over the narrative. It's about tearing down a woman who dared to defy expectations. A woman who dared to be different, to challenge the status quo, and in doing so she became a target. Why do we find solace in the downfall of successful women? Why do we revel in their struggles, their missteps, their perceived flaws? Is it envy, insecurity, or a deep-seated societal need to keep women in their place? The answer is complex. It speaks to our cultural conditioning, to the narratives we've been fed about ambition, power, and womanhood. We are taught to celebrate success, but only when it aligns with narrow, often patriarchal definitions. When women dare to break free from these constraints, they are deemed threatening. And society, in its infinite wisdom, decides they must be punished. The irony is stark. The same media personalities who claim to uphold truth and integrity are often the ones who perpetuate the rumour mill. They scrutinise every move, dissect every word, and craft narratives that align with their predetermined biases. They thrive on speculation, outrage, and the clicks and views that come from tearing someone down. It's a profitable enterprise, this business of judgment, and morality, it seems, is a casualty in the relentless chase for ratings. Section 5. The discomfort of breaking tradition. The relentless scrutiny of Meghan Markle reveals a deeper discomfort. It's not just about her actions or her choices, but what she represents. She symbolizes a break from the norm, a challenge to the established order. A discomfort with those who challenge the status quo. This unease is palpable in the heated debates and the fervent protests. It's a clash between the old guard and the new wave, a discomfort with women, particularly women of colour, who refuse to be confined by tradition. These women are forging new paths, breaking barriers and redefining what's possible. They are the face of progress, and for some that's unsettling. Meghan's marriage to Prince Harry was a seismic event. It wasn't just a union of two people, but a merging of worlds. It was a statement that love transcends boundaries and that the monarchy could evolve. It was a disruption of centuries-old traditions, a bold step towards a more modern monarchy. This union signalled a shift, a willingness to embrace change and diversity. And for some, it was simply too much to bear. The idea of a modern, inclusive monarchy was met with resistance. The tabloids fed into this narrative, amplifying the voices of dissent. The backlash was swift and brutal. Meghan became a lightning rod for criticism, her every move dissected and judged. The media frenzy was relentless, and the personal toll was immense. It exposed the ugly underbelly of a society grappling with change, a society clinging to outdated notions of power and privilege. The protests and debates highlighted the deep divisions, the struggle between holding on to the past and embracing the future. Section 6. Smear campaigns and cultural wounds. The smear campaigns against Meghan are not just tabloid fodder, they are indicative of a larger cultural wound, a wound that festers with racism, sexism, and a deep-seated resistance to progress. These attacks are not isolated incidents. They are part of a long and ugly history of silencing women who dare to speak truth to power, women who challenge the status quo, women who refuse to be silenced. Section 7. The Allure of Downfall narratives. Why are we so captivated by stories of downfall? Why do we prioritize speculation over facts? Perhaps it's the schadenfreude, the twisted pleasure we get from seeing someone else's misfortune. Or maybe it's something more sinister. In the downfall of others, we might find a fleeting sense of validation for our own flaws. We tell ourselves, at least I'm not that bad. But this is a dangerous and ultimately empty pursuit. Section 8. Choosing compassion over cruelty. We have a choice to make. We can continue to consume and perpetuate these harmful narratives, or we can choose compassion. We can choose to question the stories we are told. We can choose to amplify voices of empathy and understanding. Let us build a world where women are not punished for their ambition, their success, or their audacity to live on their own terms. Let us choose kindness over cruelty, facts over fiction, and compassion over condemnation. The choice is ours.